it takes Earth to revolve around the sun. It takes around 1 year. Find the mass of the sun. We realized कि हाँ, this is actually calculatable.
Do you have any list of good recommendations, let's say 3 or 4 films which you think depict the world of astrophysics or the world of astronomy very correctly or authentically? Can you share 2 or 3 like very shocking, fascinating facts which general people won't know about our universe? Things which are generally very obvious to probably you all, but not obvious to or not at all known to the common public.
All right. Hello everyone. We are here for a special conversation with award-winning lyricist, filmmaker, comedian, and sharpest voice for Indian storytelling, Varun Grover, along with President of International Olympiad on Astronomy and Astrophysics, Professor Aniket Sule. So this time we are going to do something different. We are going to talk about the fascinating world of science, astronomy, and this incredible world of International Olympiad. So yeah, let's begin.
So this IOA, I mean, I know as a kid, we all were kind of crazy about or very jealous of kids who would go to international Olympiads. You know, mathematics Olympiad was a big thing when I was growing up in Lucknow. My brother actually, he did. I think he did go to the national round or something, and a lot of people around me. I was not very good at it. I loved maths and physics, but still I did not clear it. Uh, but what is, I mean, why this IOAA and what is the whole idea behind it and how competitive it is right now?
सो आपने जो लखनऊ से की बात की, तो लखनऊ से शुरू करते हैं बिकॉज एस्ट्रोनॉमी ओलंपियाड पार्टिसिपेशन फॉर इंडिया स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम लखनऊ। लखनऊ में एक
Okay.
सिटी मॉन्टेसरी स्कूल है।
हाँ
उन्होंने
हाँ।
पहली बार सुना कि एस्ट्रोनॉमी ओलंपियाड होता है और उन्होंने एक टीम भेजी थी और दिस वाज इन 97। और उसके बाद जब वो वापस आए तो बाकी लोगों को मालूम पड़ा कि ऐसा एस्ट्रोनॉमी ओलंपियाड होता है। देन इट वाज कन्वर्टेड टू नेशनल प्रोग्राम और उसके बाद HBCSE के पास, मतलब हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट के पास वो आया। सो IOAA जो है, इंटरनेशनल ओलंपियाड ऑन एस्ट्रोनॉमी एस्ट्रोफिजिक्स, इट इज़ अ इंटरनेशनल इवेंट जिसमें हर देश के 5 बच्चे पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं हर साल एंड दे आर स्टूडेंट्स फ्रॉम क्लास 11-12। तो इंडिया में एक एजेंसी पूरा सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस करके 5 बच्चों को सिलेक्ट करेगी, उनको ट्रेन करेंगी। सिमिलरली देयर विल बी अमेरिका के 5 बच्चे होंगे, कनाडा के 5 बच्चे होंगे, जर्मनी के होंगे, अलग अलग देशों के होते हैं। और ये सब बच्चे एक जगह पे मिलते हैं हर साल। इट विल बी डिफरेंट कंट्रीज एवरी ईयर। वहाँ पे उनको एग्जाम में अपेयर करना होता है, द मल्टीपल राउंड्स ऑफ एग्जाम। एंड बाकी दिन वो आपस में मिलजुल के बात करते हैं, एक दूसरे के कल्चर को समझते हैं। एट द एंड ऑफ दिस इवेंट अगेन जो लोगों ने एग्जाम में अच्छा किया उनको मेडल्स वगैरह मिलते हैं एंड वी अनाउंस द रिजल्ट्स। बट दे ऑल्सो मेक दिस फ्रेंडशिप्स, वो फ्रेंडशिप्स का नेटवर्क बढ़ता रहता है। सो ये दिस हैज़ बिन गोइंग ऑन फॉर लास्ट मेनी ईयर्स। जैसे आपने बताया मैथ्स ओलंपियाड तो काफ़ी पहले से चल रहा है। इंटरनेशनली मैथ्स ओलंपियाड और फिजिक्स ओलंपियाड 60s में शुरू हुआ था। IOA इतना पुराना नहीं है। दिस ईयर इट इज 18th IOA एंड एवरी ईयर वी आर ग्रोइंग इन नंबर ऑफ कंट्रीज।
Okay. So what kind of exposure they get apart from going there, and like do they get to visit some space centers? Do they get to meet some senior scientists? What is the, I mean, what are the other advantages of like getting selected?
सो ये बहुत अच्छा पॉइंट है क्योंकि हर कंट्री को ये दिखाना होता है कि हम लोग एस्ट्रोनॉमी में क्या क्या कर सकते हैं। सो कुछ देश दे विल ऑर्गेनाइज सम लेक्चर्स बाय देयर लोकल साइंटिस्ट। देन सेकंड थिंग, समटाइम्स दे विल इनवाइट सम एस्ट्रोनॉट और समबडी टू मीट द स्टूडेंट्स। हम लोग यहाँ पे
Okay.
इस साल जो ओलंपियाड हो रहा है, वी विल टेक देम टू विजिट a telescope called GMRT, Giant Meter Wave Radio Telescope. This is
Mm-hmm.
located in 90 kilometers from Pune. So we'll take all the participants to see that. It's a world-class facility, and India can build such facilities and operate such facilities. This is what we would like to show.
Okay, so this is in Pune, the telescope you're talking about. Okay. And is it like generally for my own interest, I'm asking, is it open for general public? Like, can anyone like book a visit, ask for like to go and see?
So there are different things. Schools or colleges का visit weekly होता रहता है. They just write to the telescope के administrative officer and they organize visits on weekly basis. In addition, हर साल National Science Day को nearly 20,000 students go to GMRT campus and they have lot of science related activities there. So that day anybody walks in. Apart from that, TFR always organizes visits for the guests who are special visitors, something like that. So हम लोग जा रहे हैं, आप भी आ सकते हो.
Okay, Zarur. Then I will find out next time I'm in Pune. I will at least try to make a visit. I'm very very interested in physics in general, and so that's why also it is very interesting that there is this special kind of one section of physics or one branch of physics, astrophysics, which is which is getting an Olympiad of its own. And I don't think there is any other, maybe is there an Olympiad only for quantum physics or only for mechanics or something like that?
Nice,
No.
nice question.
So then the idea I'm arriving at is basically why do you think astrophysics is really important and why it needs a separate Olympiad and why generally in the progress of humankind on this planet, why astrophysics is important?
So I will throw this question to Akshat. Akshat, you can tell us how you got interested in astronomy, then I will continue from there.
So my interest in astronomy came when one of the faculty asked me a question, and initially I thought, what kind of question is this? The question goes by, कि it takes Earth to revolve around the sun, it takes around 1 year. Find the mass of the sun. And I thought this was that weird question that faculty come up with just to tease the students and show them कि they are beginner in this field. And then as we went along, we realized that this is actually calculatable, and everything missing to find this thing, you can do all the experiments in your room practically, and with this small information that 1 year equals 365 days, you can calculate the mass of the sun and various properties of universe just sitting on Earth. And this was suddenly some fascinating idea to me, that you barely leave your house or planet and you can discover the vastness of universe, how it works around, and practically astrophysics is something that covers entire universe. All other branches of science are maybe at different zoom scales.
So ये अक्षत का story है.
But I have one question just to finish that story. That what other parameters you need to know? You need to know the time it takes for Earth to go around the sun. You need to know the distance to the sun. You need to know the mass of Earth also.
That is not required. We require something called gravitational constant. Force of gravity depends on.
In this case, it turns out that mass of Earth is way smaller than mass of Earth. So mass of Sun. So hence mass of Earth is not very relevant.
Okay. So you'll get M1, M2 multiplication by this, and M2 is negligible. So you basically say which is M1, M2 is almost M, which is mass of Sun, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. So now you can continue, Professor Aniket.
Akshat के case में he got this interest in high school, but astronomy is considered gateway science क्योंकि हर एक को नेचुरल फैसिनेशन होता है स्काई के बारे में, हर एक बच्चे को. दे मे नॉट डू द मैथमेटिक्स बिहाइंड इट, दे मे नॉट डू द फिजिक्स, बट रात में तारे देखना, चांद को देखना, everybody is fascinated about it. So this excitement which they have about astronomy, we can use to generate interest about science and mathematics in general. That is why there are more outreach activities around astronomy. That is why there is a separate Olympiad for astronomy.
Yeah, so you are right actually. If you think about it, I think the first human interaction, the early human, the early Neanderthal to Homo sapien transition, probably even Neanderthal also was probably interacting with only this part of science, which is astronomy, right? Because that was the easiest and the most fascinating part of science or physics, which they were interacting with, and that's why the oldest surviving science is the science around the sun, and which is still valid. A lot of it is still valid, like the duration of days and how people calculated the annual crop cycles and other stuff. So yeah, it is fascinating.
Even before agriculture, आप आदिमानव को विचार करोगे तो उनको they still need directions to go back to the cave from where they started in the morning. And they also need to keep track of seasons to know when they will not get food, when they will get more food. So even before agriculture, astronomy would have been used.
Yeah, absolutely. And so over the last few years, you said it's been around for like 30 years now, the IOAA?
IOAA has been around for 18 years. Before that, there was another Olympiad with different name, which is more or less now died out. But this International Olympiad has been around for 18 years.
Okay. So are there any examples of, let's say, someone who went to one of the earlier Olympiads and now are doing like something fantastic in the field? So just as a success story or inspirational story, where IOA helped someone to achieve like a big whatever discovery in astrophysics.
So we keep track of all our past team members, Indian team members. And we always have seen that about half of them end up doing PhD either in science or engineering. Some of them are in astronomy. For example, 98, 99, 2000, 3 years, there was a person who was a student participant, Varun Grover, and उसने astronomy PhD किया. Now he is a faculty member in IIT Bombay. He is building a new satellite for X-ray transients. So Akshat actually has worked with Varun. He can tell about the satellite more.
So the satellite that is proposed is so we will be looking at some of the highest, brightest explosions in high energy. So stars keep colliding and exploding and they give off a lot of high energy radiation. Right now we don't have enough instruments that we can cover that entire range. If you need to observe high energy explosions, the only way is to take your instrument and orbit in the space. You can't put that instrument on Earth. And we have only few satellites that are active and they observe some part of the energy range. So some energy range is missing. We are planning to fill that energy range, and if we do it properly, we will be like roughly 100 times more sensitive than other satellites combined.
Okay, amazing.
Is there any relation with that LIGO plan that IOAA has? Is it also related with that or no?
See, gravitational waves जब हम signal हमें मिलता है, then right now the biggest problem is to identify ये signal कहाँ से आया. So reason why India is building the third LIGO is we want to localize the signal, that is pinpoint the location of the signal as accurately as possible. But उसके बाद एक बार location मालूम हो गया, then our next step is to find out कि कौन से टाइप के स्टार या कौन से टाइप के ऑब्जेक्ट की वजह से ये ग्रेविटेशनल वेव एमिट हुआ.
Okay.
So for that you need to study that same region of sky with other instruments at other wavelengths.
Okay.
So Daksha is also going to help find if there is any change, sudden change in X-rays coming from one part of sky. Daksha will alert immediately that there is some big X-ray flux coming from one part of the sky, and if it correlates with gravitational waves, then we
Yeah.
already know, okay, this is the cause for that gravitational wave event.
Okay.
Okay, so I pretended to understand all of it. I didn't understand
So
any of it. So I will ask an easier question, which anyone who is watching will understand. Is basically there are so many films, especially in Hollywood in America, about space technology, or there are films like Gravity. There are films about moon landing or future moon landings, or men or women in space who are. So do you watch these films? Do you guys watch these films, and do you have any list of good recommendations? Let's say three or four films which you think depict the world of astrophysics or the world of astronomy very correctly or authentically. So if you can give us three, four recommendations, that will be for general interest of people who have no idea about the field, but then can get into it through some story or through a film.
So हॉलीवुड वाले तो एक्चुअली बहुत मेहनत करते हैं उनके स्क्रिप्ट पे भी, VFX पे भी, and is as a result many of the films have very good scientific background. जैसे आपने ग्रेविटी बताया, ग्रेविटी इज गुड
Yeah, so
एग्जांपल. दे हैव shown most of things in correct scientific way. थोड़ा सा
yeah, I
लिबर्टी
think
लेना
Kip
पड़ता है.
Thorne was there
Yeah.
as
Mhm.
It's
consultant on
Interstellar,
that,
right?
right? Oh, sorry,
Interstellar,
he was on Interstellar.
Interstellar.
Correct.
Yes.
Interstellar is second example, definitely. Then Martian is also a good example. थोड़ा सिनेमेटिक लिबर्टी लेना पड़ता है, that is understandable, but core well, science was all good.
Even that Space Odyssey, right?
Space Odyssey, yes.
Yeah, very long back. Yeah,
Right,
2001 A Space Odyssey.
One or something. Yes.
Apollo 13, I mean,
Yeah.
it not exactly astrophysics, but Apollo 13 also took care of a lot of, barring few cinematic liberty, from
Yeah.
their zero gravity scenes to technicality, they took care of a lot of science things, science core ideas.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think on
Lovely.
Netflix or on
Contact.
Amazon, I
Contact.
forgot now.
हाँ, Harita, you were saying
Contact.
something.
Yeah, there's also this documentary, no? Cosmos, the space-time, I
Yeah.
think, 2020.
Both
During the
by-
COVID time, I have watched it. I
Yeah,
forgot
the
that it
Carl
was
Sagan
there.
version and Morgan Freeman version.
Yes, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
And that is
Neil
also
deGrasse
maybe
Neil deGrasse
somebody
Tyson,
wants.
Neil
Carl
Neil
Yeah,
deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse. Yes, yes. That is
Yeah.
also a movie. I think if somebody
And
really want to get.
yeah, so we have a list of Contact, Interstellar, Gravity, then Cosmos, the series you said, Martian, Apollo 13. So yeah, these are all already famous films, but still there are people who have not seen them, so they can start if they are interested in just understanding what actually is astrophysics. But okay, which brings me to the next question. Can you share two or three like very shocking, fascinating facts which general people won't know about our universe? Things which are generally very obvious to probably you all, but not obvious to, or not at all known to the common public. Like some facts which are shocking, fascinating, stunning for common people about astrophysics or astronomy.
I can start. So one fascinating thing that I find is every time you look at the sky through telescope or naked eyes, you are looking at those objects in the past. So when you look at the moon, you are looking at the moon how it was 1 second ago. So if someone goes to the moon and does something that is visible on Earth, we will see that 1 second after. For sun it is 8 minutes. By the way,
8 minutes, yeah.
don't look at the sun unless some professional give you some protective gear with camera or with naked eye. That will probably your last time watching the sun. Not a good idea.
Yeah.
Sunset and sunrise are fine. and like some planets again few hours, galaxies millions of years. But so just from Earth or low orbit around Earth, you can look at the entire history of universe from few seconds to few billion years, how the universe was behaving. And on the same note, the another fascinating thing is all the rules, the laws, the mathematics that this entire history of universe is behaving like, you can verify this practically in your room. Like some will require a bigger room, but everything that happens in your room is as it is you see in the entire universe.
What Akshat was saying, I will put in other way. So there are billions of galaxies in the universe, and the closest one is the Andromeda galaxy. हम हमारी गैलेक्सी से बाहर जाएंगे, सबसे पास में एंड्रोमेडा गैलेक्सी
पड़ोसी,
और सबसे अपनी पड़ोसी है. बट अगर एंड्रोमेडा गैलेक्सी में कोई एलियन है और वो अर्थ की तरफ देखेगा, तो एंड्रोमेडा गैलेक्सी इज सो फार कि दैट पर्सन टुडे विल कंक्लूड कि देयर इज नो ह्यूमन लाइफ ऑन अर्थ, क्योंकि लाइट व्हिच इट इज दैट एलियन इज रिसीविंग is has started from Earth 22 lakh years ago. उस टाइम तो यहाँ पे कोई ह्यूमन लाइफ था ही नहीं. तो वो लाइफ उसको आज मिल रहा है.
So, and it is true for us also. If we look at Andromeda, we will be looking at 22 lakh years ago of Andromeda, right?
Correct.
Okay. Oh, so wow. So even if today they have alien life, we can't verify it just by looking right now through our, if we get a telescope which can look straight at them, and we can't verify. Oh, that's amazing. That's fascinating.
मुझे भी
and
कि हमको लगता है जब भी आई थिंक बच्चे या कोई भी स्कूल स्टूडेंट सुनते हैं कि बिग बैंग थियरी एंड दे थिंक ऑफ एन इट्स एन एक्सप्लोजन. And also there's this conception that that was the center of the universe. But I think what it is the expansion of the universe. So there is no limit, like there is no center of any universe. It's expanding and expanding, and beyond our imagination it is, I think, as far as we can think of, even if we can. So that is, I think, the conception people have, like a wrong conception of like Big Bang हुआ और वो center बन गया, but I think सही बात शायद नहीं है.
Yeah. That's the imagination you get. Like, okay, there is this center, and then वहाँ से it's expanding, and you feel like that's the nucleus or something, but it's not. It's just basically it's infinite plane in a way, or plane, or whatever
whatever. Technically, everything is the center of universe. So if New York City says we are the center of universe, they're technically not wrong. Or some other city says the same.
Okay. So then, so many people who think they are the center of the universe, they are right.
Yeah, scientifically they are right.
Yeah. So many people behave as if they are, and they are right. Okay, that's okay.